Hello everyone, and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. And what in the world am I up to right now, you must be wondering. So let us first say, number one, we don't know. It's a new year, we try new things, and you know Cape Town is at the moment on a sorry, let's just turn this music down a bit, shall we? I found it a bit too intrusive. So Cape Town at the moment is going through a drought. And so what we've done, what I personally have done, let's just go off on a tangent quickly. What do I have here in front of me? Number one, I have a stopwatch, a knife. This is ground coffee, used ground coffee. This is syrup. We have a napkin, we have some water here, a face cloth, a very, very observant watchdog. And we have, of course, the video going, and we have another record of video as well. The clock watch basically is to just remind myself how much time is going, and I don't want to record for too long. So there's the minute gone already. Anyway, so what am I doing? Well, let's go back to the drought. South Africa, or Cape Town, is going through a very bad drought at the moment, and so it's all about saving water, not trying to use as much water as possible. So when we make coffee, we try to use only as much. When I brew coffee, I try to use only exactly the amount of water that I need. But because, of course, I use ground coffee, my coffee brews, and whatever is left over is a little bit of that much of the coffee left in the empty bodum. And I used to throw this down the drain, and I used to run the water to clean the bodum, and then I realized, but that's a lot of water to be wasted, and I risk the drain from clogging up. So what I did is I just randomly decided to, keep the leftover used coffees, ground coffee on the side, and let it, and then I would throw that away. And then there was no water wasted. But then I started collecting it, and I'm looking at this, and my sister came to me one day and said, "Why are you keeping that?" I said, "I don't know, I think it'll maybe make a good mulch or something for a garden," which I don't have. But I kept on collecting this, and I don't know, one day I'll find a use for it. And then all of a sudden, just 3 days ago, I realized, you know what I can do, and I'm going to use this as an exfoliating mask. And how am I going to do that? I know. So what you have here is me sitting like this in my bare minimum, including my face. I've cleansed my face. Not that I ever don't clean my face, because there's never a lot of things on here. My makeup basically consists of an eye pencil and of lipstick or lip gloss or lip ice, lip balm. This is my bare minimum. This is how I see it. I put the hair out of the face, and it's a new year, so I thought I'd try something new. So these are the equipment needed to make a homemade, I think, facial exfoliating mask. I'm recording it in case something goes wrong. The phone is here, the one with the credit, in case I can phone an emergency. Watchdog is here, keeping an eye on things. I must say, one thing that you must remember in anything that you do for the first time is you must always try it. So I must say, off camera, I did try on my hand here, just in case of any allergies or any reactions that could happen. So I did try, and my skin feels so smooth. At least this part here compared to this part here that I didn't do. So yes, I had no allergic reactions, and I thought, okay, let's go ahead and try this. So this is going to be crazy. They were already on 3.5 minutes. Totally random, totally silly, but this is how I am. Everyone who knows me, I am the same person at home as I am out there. So yes, here goes nothing. So we have, I didn't want to waste the honey. I do have honey. I thought that honey would make a lovely sticking, I've heard of people using honey before. But I didn't want to use honey, it's very expensive. And this golden syrup, nice as it is, was the more practical choice for me. And of course, these are ground coffee beans. These are good German coffee that I use, and these are the leftover coffee beans. So you can see it, and they're still moist because they're taken straight from the coffee can, so to speak, coffee bodum thing. Anyway, here goes nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it on pause while I apply, or I don't know if I should apply. I'm now getting a bit nervous because what if this, I don't know. Anyway, so let's stick out with me, shall we? So I can hear, and yes, everybody, you're right, I am crazy. I have always been, but I've always been one of those people as well, that if I think of an idea, I always think ahead and think of the outcome and the result. I don't think too much. God, it's very sticky. I don't think too much. Oh, I'm not going to put it on my eyebrows. What if my eyebrows come off? So anyway, so whenever I think of an idea, I'm always fascinated that the Almighty has given us this amazing power to think of solutions. You know, sometimes you sit, something breaks, and you go, God, that just broke, what am I going to do? And you just sit long enough and look at that thing that's broken, and the solution comes to you. And being a person that has, for most of my life lived on my own, I've had to find all my own solutions to a lot of things. So there are, oh my God, sticky. So there are times when, you know, things are really broken and you have no way to fix it, and you just sit and you just think. I think that's what engineers do. Doesn't engineers do that? They sit and solve problems? I'm not sure who does that. But anyway, I'm very lucky. I can, you know, I problem solve very well. Practical solutions, small things that breaks, even long term. And even with this, I mean, I didn't know what the hell am I keeping these ground beans for? And I knew I didn't want to waste it. And then all of a sudden, here we go. I found an excellent way to exfoliate on, my hair. So let's see, is that everything? I can't really see for sure. So I found an excellent way to exfoliate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as part one. I am going to press pause for all the time that we are going to be offline to be able to come back, and I'll leave it on for 15 minutes to let you know what the before and the after feels like. So God, it is not a pretty thing, but you know, at this age we need to keep our faces clean, our skins as fresh as possible, and we can only do what we can. So here we go. I think that's part one. And the mirror behind me, so I'm going to go check if I've missed any spots. How do I look? But yellowish. Oh good Lord, what have I done? Have mercy. So I think I've got most of it done here. This is good. I think it has the intention. It's covered my intention. I've got some hair sticking in there as well. As much as hairs I've tried to thin it. And then part two of the experiment is to go in there and get this coffee. Of course, make sure you work on a surface that you don't want to waste. Okay, so I didn't think this one through. Yeah, how am I going to do the next batch? So we'll do it a bit at a time. Here we are. So we just stick this on here. Falls onto the towel. Awesome, sticking very nicely. I have no idea what I'm doing, but as I said, I thought it through in my mind and it worked in my mind. And I think it's going to work out in the end as well. So basically you want the coffee beans to stick to the, I think it's better if the coffee beans are dry, because now these are wet. I'm going to try and get underneath for the drier ones to stick. But then if they're too dry again. Okay. Awesome. Who needs to go to a spa and pay? Oh shoot, I think I've got to do my nose. Just so my nose are empty. Let's get some the lubricant. Oh God, we're into 8 minutes already. So quickly the time flies when you're having fun. Okay. How many of you saying this chick is crazy, right? Yep, I know. Okay. But you know I'm a happy crazy. This has been an amazing year for me. Well, which year am I talking about? 2017. Ended it on such a brilliant note. Because after 8 years of working for one place, in a job that I absolutely loved doing, but I was torn in two, you know. I had to do 2 jobs. As much as I loved it, I decided I wanted to do one job only, so that I don't get 2, and I wanted that to be a halal income. And so I left back the job, took a big leap of faith, left the job. Okay, we're ending part 1 over here right now on 10 minutes, and we'll come back in a few more minutes and record part 2. Wish me luck.